a big sign at the front that says support your local farmer. A long time ago, in the 60s, there was a guy from down here called Desmond Henry, and he was the first to really start speaking about community tourism, and he became a director of tourism. But it's when Jamaica kind of all went towards the all-inclusive concept in the 70s, with kind of like our troubles that were happening at that time, you know, flirting with socialism. So he was somewhat disregarded. He was actually very disregarded, and kind of, you know, shunned aside. But you know, my grandfather built a cottage here in 1941. So my family has deep roots here. This community has always been very special to us. It was always our beach home. So when my mother started a restaurant, I said 2 years later, you know, I'm going to quit my bank, quit the job at the investment bank, and move down and just build rooms. And I think we can create a different model of tourism, you know, community tourism. And it's really about supporting the community where you live in. So, you know, buying as much food, supporting local drivers, supporting the local schools. So we formed a non-profit organization called BREADS, the Treasure Beach Foundation. So through that, we do fundraisers, we write for grants, and we've been able to do a lot using sport for social change. Through JAKES, we've also done farm tours, farm to table dinners, bringing more of an awareness to the fact that St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket of Jamaica, with over 50,000 farmers, which means 1 out of every 3 people in this parish would be a farmer. So we want to build on the farm to table dinners, and we want to do more farm tours. One would end at Shirley's, who does this great like herbal steam bath and massage. Another would end at Agro Grace, which does a lot of jerk seasoning and pepper mash. And then another would end at the Appleton Rum Tour, which is the largest rum in Jamaica. So it would be different levels of farm tours and ending at a point of interest where you can interact, where you can buy a product. We also want to do farm to table lunches, we want to do gospel brunches, we want to do a food, rum and reggae festival, we want to do a yoga, food and reggae festival. A lot of the large purveyors, you know, the large manufacturers would come to St. Elizabeth, buy their product and take it back to, let's call it a commercial zone, usually in Spanish Town Road or somewhere else to build their product. Which is fine, and they're business people, and that's expected, but we want more cottage industries to come to St. Elizabeth, so that, you know, our farmers can be more prosperous, and we can also market the parish as an agritourism destination.